Ladies and gentlemen, a big old one of those to you in the curious case of the Unlisted video. Bye. What are you saying? The video released today.
Which one?
I had to take it down. Jesus Christ. No. It was. I'm thinking of doing like, because we don't do the daily preach anymore or anything like that. I was thinking, where do I kick back and talk about all these little pissant subjects and stuff? You know, all these like serious wild things. So I did the. So I thought I'd do something on like a Saturday. Where I could chill out and we do like a dungeon together and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, there's Ali. There's an Ali Joe and an Ali Kane. That is insane.
Same colour name.
With the same coloured name.
Both subs, mate.
That is really annoying. That's really annoying. Someone's got to change the colour of the name. I'm thinking it's you, Ali Joe. So we put it up. Jesus Christ, man.
What was it about?
It was my fears for Legion. Now I've chosen my main, right? Because we did that. We'll talk about that in a sec. So did that. We chose the main. So I was like, so my concerns are this, because people were like, didn't you like re-roll from Rogue because of all the RNG and DPS and stuff like that, and isn't it going to get worse in Legion? So I thought, that's a cool subject. And on top of that, the Shadow Priest has changed quite a lot since, you know, we showed it and we did the Serenity Madness and all that. Changed kind of bit. So I thought I'd roll all these little things, like artifact power is a big concern. I thought we'd roll all these things into one video and have like a longer video on a Saturday, because usually we aim for less than 20 minutes. Right. So it was about 40 minutes. It was just a disaster. I was like, Jesus Christ, you can't say anything negative about Legion at this point because everybody hates you. It's like coming in at Christmas and breaking all the presents. That's what it's like. It was like, okay, for the next couple of weeks then, Legion is the perfect game. There's never been a better game ever made. Fucking...
You should have kept it up, mate, and then and God forbid, and touch wood, that if Legion doesn't deliver, you make
well, don't worry, I'm not censoring myself by any means.
What I'm saying is, like, you just make like a 10-second video, you even run an intro, and you just sat there like this.
I was just like, it was unbelievable.
Wind people up, man.
It was unbelievable. We're not censoring ourselves by any means, but for the next couple of weeks, I'll be not talking about the negative things. We'll get into them when everybody else realizes what I'm talking about, because that's what a lot of people didn't get is like the artifact power, right? The artifact power is a massive grind. It's enormous, and people are like, no, there's a thing in the game, preach, you idiot, that makes it go faster. It takes 5 days per upgrade. It's not very big. That is not helpful in the early game at all. Like, I could have made it really clear in the video, and that's on me. I could have gone, but bear in mind, there is an upgrade system, but it's the catch-up system. That's for later in the game that you're supposed to be doing that, right? In the early game, not really a big deal. Do you know what I mean? Not a big deal. I hope you guys realize that, but so many people didn't. They were like, you're an idiot. There's a research thing of like, it won't make a difference to you at all. It's like, you're an idiot. Did you not know? I was like, of course I know. I've been playing the alpha since the day it came out. Please stop. And then I was watching the analytics, and because it was 41 minutes, I assume that's what it was. Or maybe because it said fears for Legion, which it was what it was about. People were clicking it, disliking it, and then leaving. That was it. And I was watching it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? They were like, nope. I was like, right, fine, whatever the fuck. Fucking
internet, mate.
Oh yeah, it's really hard sometimes. It's really hard, because I was like, most people here will be like used to that kind of video because I've made them forever, but nope. It's like, it's coming. Legion's so close, and I imagine the people who are watching the videos are people who've already bought it, right? I mean, people who are watching the WoW videos, a huge majority have probably already bought Legion and are super hype. So I was like, okay, I get it. You guys are super hype about it. We'll leave it alone for a couple of weeks, and then when you get into it and you start grinding it, then maybe you'll come back and say, this is a bit of a grind, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a fucking huge... Yeah, I can't stop the hype train, and I don't want to stop the hype train, because I'm well hyped for Legion. I get to main something. So I chose a mage. How many of you were fucking surprised? Oh, Untrill watched. Hey, Steph. Big love. Let us know next time you're over here. Apparently you keep coming to the UK and not saying hello.
What a dickhead!
Massive cunts. Yeah, we should have a cunt alarm on stream that goes...
We need to create a macro, mate.
He's on it. New staff's on it. On it. So, yeah. Not surprised. Ali's pink. Beautiful. Me wasn't. You weren't... Oh, yeah, most people were surprised. Most people were surprised. Because I didn't choose it as one of the exceptional ones as well. You found out a few weeks ago, because I did know for ages, because my esteemed raid leader, Mr. Pirwin, was like, I need to sort my raid group. What are you going to play? And also somebody else wanted to tank in Stark as well. Somebody was like desperate to do the tank. Not been over in a while. Make sure to visit next time. Awesome. Somebody else wanted to tank, which was fine with me because my tanking partner, Mr. Shade, can't even have a few beers at PreachCon without being green and throwing up in the morning. What a pussy. What an absolute
pussy. We even
pussy.
got him some pussy on tap and he was like, no.
Oh, he did! But we shouldn't tell that story. We shouldn't tell that story. But he said no. To a guarantee. He did say no to a guarantee, which is shame. Oh, I can do that. Shame.
Yes!
Shame. Said no to a guarantee, which is real shameful. So I chose the mage. Really looking forward to it. There's some fucking really good mages out there that I'm looking forward to beating.
I've played 2 specs of it, mate, since the patch.
Yeah, you've been playing a bit of your mage as well.
Yeah. I've only got my mage and my rogue to juggle between at the minute, and I just thought, fuck it, I'll try my mage for a bit until Demon Hunters are released, and then...
How did it... You know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I haven't logged in since the pre-patch. Like, I haven't logged in since the pre-patch landed into live. What's it like playing them without the artifacts? For those of you who have access to Legion, what's it like? Because it's got to be really weird, because they're balanced around the artifacts.
I've not played.
I mean, pre-patch is always a fucking mess, right? Pre-patch is always a mess, but the classes have got to feel so weird without the.
I tell you what, though, it might not just be a mage thing, but because I've always stuck to the same classes through every expansion. So now I've only just started to branch out into classes like mage, and I'm leveling a warlock at the minute, and. It seems like from the last time that I've played them, though, it's gone from like 27 buttons to 3.
Yeah, not really true in some cases, but in some cases...
On surface level, without min-maxing.
In some cases, yeah, there's been a lot... Well, they call it the prune. The prune. I'm really interested in this, because I want to know what it's like, because I haven't got time to play live at the minute, and there's no reason to. We will be playing live on August 10th, because we're going to be playing Demon Hunters. Mm-hmm. You're going to be here as well, so I'm hoping to have the stream PC set up so we can be back and forth between the pair of us, which will be really nice. Hopefully we'll get that sorted.
You sort of UI out on that computer then.
Oh, fuck off, I haven't even done my own. I'm not sorting UIs out. I'll have a look.
No, when you sort yours out,
when I sort mine out, I'll copy it and paste it. How's that? But I imagine it's fucking awful. But yeah, the prune was a big deal for some specs, not so much for others. And in many ways, I can't say after I've played it for a little while that I missed it. I didn't. In some cases, sure, but they brought stuff back, like not being able to taunt as a DPS was really irritating, because that's a good ability to have in some situations. But they brought that back. You know, there was things like that they took away, and then they were like, okay, we'll give that back. And well, I guess for the most part, most classes are really good.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we did the healer comparison this... I'm so glad I don't have to do that again. For like... It was awful. It was the worst WoW experience I've had in ages, was doing the healer comparison. And because I know that during WOD and MOP, if I was to, in sort of the more youthful days of YouTube, if I was to do a video on healers, I would probably do a few dungeons, maybe, and then like come to my opinions. But like now, I can't do that. The audience is too big and they're too knowledgeable for me to pull that off without having some sort of absurd mistake in there. So I was like, the only way how do you test a healer? How do you test a healer? It's group-based, right? So how do you test it properly? And the only way you can test it properly is to literally do absolutely everything with them. Constantly. All of them. Throw them into every single situation all the time. And I'm not a huge fan of healing. I don't mind it for a little while, but Jesus fucking Christ. I was like hours and hours and hours doing all the mythics, Mythic +8, going through all the other ones, just fucking around. Oh, and yeah, it wore me out, especially because fucking Demon Hunter tanks can kiss my ass. The worst. What's up?
Where's my fucking avatar? Oh. Yeah.
Sorry, pal. Demon Hunter tanks are the worst thing in the history of mankind, and it fucking drove...
Why?
Because if you've tanked before and you know what tanking is about, it's fine, because you can play a tank. But what you've got is the Demon Hunters, even confirmed by Blizzard this fucking week, is Demon Hunters are designed to be simple, right? We'll get into it later, but they just said, look, if you want to play something more complicated, don't play a Demon Hunter, right? That's what they said, pretty much word for word.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Is it the Mechnomancer from Borderlands? The girlfriend class.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. They were
the
a little
same sort of
exaggerated, but
principle,
that's
isn't it? If you want a bit of
I mean,
fucking easy ride, I don't give a shit. I'm happy. That's
oh, that's okay. That suits a lot of people. I am not slagging them off. Let me just say that. I am not slagging them off or anything. But that was pretty much what they said, word for word. But what you've got is a lot of people who rolled Demon Hunters because of the look and I-beam. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are like,
those guys.
I'm fucking
scumbags, mate.
Akuma. I'm Akuma Gosu, fucking Kamehameha, fucking Akira. You know those guys who were desperate to be shirtless?
Losers, man.
Desperate to be shirtless, like at any cost. And those guys don't want to queue for dungeons, right? So they're rolling Demon Hunters. And it's so painful. It's so fucking painful. Oh my god, it's painful. Because they're just like... Heal me though! Heal me though! And they have, they're like that edgelord in the way. And I just could see them a mile away. And you go in there and they press like Immolation Aura and something else. And they have a resource called Pain, right? I literally thought for like 3 dungeons that my UI was bugged because Pain on Tank Demon Hunters because they never moved from full. Ever. It never. I am not taking the piss here. I have video evidence of this. I thought for 3 dungeons that the UI, because there's been loads of bugs in the beta, that they hadn't like updated it to show the pain going up and down. So I was thinking, well, it can't be not pressing any abilities pretty much that do with tanking, right? That can't be what's going on here. And then in like the 4th dungeon that I got a Demon Hunter tank, it moved. And I was like, motherfucker, they're just literally being battered to death. And I was just spam healing them fucking constantly. And I was like, this is insanely annoying because I can't have fun if I'm just pressing like flash heal and shit over and over, miracle over and over again like a fucking retard. And it was driving me insane. And in the end, I was typing to people. I was like, you have to press your buttons. And they were like, all right, I thought this dungeon was easy. It was like, yeah, it seems easy because I am spamming the fuck out of you so you don't die. Like non-stop, like drinking between mobs, which was insane. Because you compare it to another tank, and the video that actually went up and came back down today, you could do these dungeons with like 3 people, no problem. Because 2 people weren't in our dungeon, so we went ahead and did it with like 3 people. You're supposed to be DPS, which is a big concern of a lot of people. I actually looked at the comments on the healer comparison, and healers, because Mythic's a big deal now, the 5-man dungeons, they've mixed in that healers can do DPS. You don't have to, unless you're a Disc Priest. You don't have to, but they've mixed it in so you can DPS, because you've got to beat timers, and obviously you don't always need to heal. The amount of people who fucking really hated that was...
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, their comments were things like, you know, if I wanted to DPS, I'd roll a DPS. Well, you're still a healer, but the idea is to maximize your play. You know you don't always need to, like, heal, right? I mean, that's not crazy. And so, in between that, you can do damage. And what they've done is introduce interesting ways of doing damage. Like, well, Mistweavers have always had the melee, but it's kind of fun now. They've got and all that kind of stuff. Holy Priests have got a couple of spells to do. Everything's got something. Like, Resto can spec into Feral, pretty much, with this affinity thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you get this talent of affinity. People were dead against it. Are you guys in the same boat as that? You understand, right? Well, I mean, we must understand why they're giving you those options to DPS. You're supposed to be beating a timer. That helps. Instead of being useless and stood there being like...
waiting for someone to take damage.
Yeah, like, I can't really help do anything. So I was just baffled. No, you can't Blackout Kick ×4, mate, because Blackout Kick has a chance to reset your fucking Rising Sun kick, mate. And also, it's on a 1.5 second global cooldown, though, mate.
Man.
So you got to mix in your fucking Tiger Strikes with L2P.
Idiots, mate.
Yeah, you kind of get the impression it's lazy people. You're like, I only want to heal. Like, that's it. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, and do you know what that is? And it's going to fucking piss a lot of people off. That's what the noisy majority is now. The noise of the majority are lazy people.
What are you doing?
From his present.
What is it?
For what?
What are you doing to open it on the web shop?
What is it?
I don't know what it is.
For me?
I honestly have no idea what that is. Present from where?
Holiday.
The holiday we were on a month ago.
Yeah.
Have we not given it to him?
No.
You had a
Ladies and gentlemen,
present for me. It's got a bell on it.
I got you a present. I got you a present a month ago, and Emma's just found it, apparently. I thought I'd already given it to you. I'm actually now remembering what it is. I do know what it is.
Doesn't sound expensive, mate.
No.
Shall
So
I
if you
bring
don't
that?
know, many of you old school people will know, is that me and Andy have a game. If we go on holiday, we find the worst gift ever.
Mate, you failed. That is a quality keyring. This, boys and girls, is a keyring which is about... Okay, so we can do the shame thing, or we can read it, and it says, ring for sex.
Yeah. Cost me all of €1.
I'm going to wake up in the morning.
I thought Suzanne might want to kill you for that. Ring for sex. No, I got into the
like
wooden.
it.
I did
I
get
like
in the
it.
wooden cock at some point. The wooden cock was covered. Ring for sex, baby. Ring for sex. Suzanne will love that, right?
No.
No?
She'll see it as sort of like a, you know, like a red alert noise.
A red alert.
Yeah.
And I'm tired noise.
If I ring that, it's like, oh shit, she'll leg it.
You should mix it with some PT sounds like turn around. Look behind you. Look behind you. Oh, I'm looking forward to Halloween. We're going to do something cool on Halloween, which is going to be awesome. I don't know what yet. I'm thinking we just do VR scary games. Or maybe I do.
You should do VR scary games.
We're going to do some really scary VR games for sure, man. We'll get the vibe sorted and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be sweet. I look forward to Halloween now. We can get planning on it and doing all that kind of stuff. So the Healer comparison was such a fucking grind, man. It was awful. But eventually it came out with some good stuff, which is really nice.
Good. Good.
Came out with some cool stuff. Most people were pretty happy with it. Surprised to see how many people said they want the easiest spec possible to play as a healer.
Wankers. And those are the people that shout the fucking loudest because they don't want to do anything, mate. LFR knobheads.
What was the phrase people were using? I don't like distractions and having to track things. Was a big thing. I know, it's very strange, isn't it?
Play another game.
There's a huge amount of people who are really
Play another
content
game.
to have little effects, which is part of the thing that I did in today's video. Yeah, stream for Legion release night. I can't remember what we decided. Yes, I think.
30th of August.
Are you here then?
Yeah, mate.
Are you here full time then?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, yeah, we'll do something then. I always forget what date you started.
I haven't got an official start date though, but that week.
Well, I didn't know whether because you finish your other job on a Wednesday,
24th.
so I didn't know whether you were going to take, because I would take a couple of days off and have like 4-day weekend.
Well, the 25th and 26th, which is Thursday and Friday, I was away with the girls anyway.
So
the following
you're starting
Monday,
that Monday.
Yeah.
All right, I need to put that somewhere.
You do.
Let me put it here. I need to put that because I've got to prepare your induction.
You don't want to joke me about.
You don't know how to do any of that stuff, man. That's all over there. You've just got a fancy desk that we haven't shown anybody yet.
What don't I know how to do?
All right, if I was to say set up the PS4 for the stream,
Then I'd say do it you fucking
yeah,
self.
exactly. Do you think the servers are going to be okay? I think we're going to be all right this time. I'm still going to give the recommendation to everyone else. We don't have bank holidays, part of the job. We don't get bank holidays. I still think that my recommendation would be if you don't have to, don't play on launch. But I kind of think it's going to be all right this time. Overwatch was good, right? Overwatch worked.
Overwatch was well good.
Yeah, the Overwatch launch.
Let's give me a minute.
Oh, you guys are pessimistic. Pessimistic as all hell. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just doing this, mate. I'm a people person, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. You think people will DDoS it? Yeah, maybe. We had a nightmare with that. We got somebody's account locked because obviously I've been playing other people's 110s with artifact power and all that, and we got someone's account locked for like 2 days because Battle.net wouldn't send the fucking email because it was so fucked. Should we show the office? We haven't done it yet.
I was just gonna tweet it. Well, you want to do like a whole video?
Yeah. Do you guys want to see the new office?
I can do like a quick 15-second video on my phone and tweet it.
Well, no, we can just move the camera.
I don't want to move though, like stuff like that, because you're a pain.
Do you want to see? Are you not asked? I know a lot of people just don't care. I totally get it. Who cares where we work? But yeah, what's going on with that wall?
Tell you what, I'll do a 15-second video and then I'll tweet it.
No, that's a poor way. I don't like that. We've put a lot of work into this.
But you don't want to just fucking move everything and go.
That's
put
pretty
it
easy.
back.
It's easy.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to fucking move now, aren't I? Dick.
Watch, I can do this so easily. It's unbelievable. It'll blow your mind.
Don't think you will, mate.
Look at that. Okay, you come with me. How close is that? That's pretty close, isn't it? Okay. Whoosh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've got
fucked
the
it.
count. See what you did?
I don't even know why that's happened. Altogether, the stuff we used to film the show, for the capture, costs about £2,200. Rescued by the 90 quid webcam. Rescued by the 90 quid webcam. Saved, man. Absolutely fucking saved, man. Absolutely saved. No, we're not mic mute. We're good. We're good. Okay. Jesus Christ, that was... How does that not work? I'm really upset about that. Because that worries me for Stream Week. Really bad. Like, I don't want to go back to that at all. That would be terrible. Yeah, 90 quid carry. Money not mean it. We should keep it low tech. We keep adding all this high tech shit to the show. And it just
forgetting your
it.
roots.
Oh my god. Fucking ridiculous. Forgetting the roots. Show us the office again. Fuck off.
You can do it with that, mate. Do you want me to do it with that?
No, I don't want to try that again.
No, it's plugged in the front. Let me do it with that.
Okay. We're doing it again.
So, mate.
I've
got it in selfie mode.
Why are you so pink?
Look at my lips.
Okay, this is getting bad. You look like a prolapse anus.
Hey?
You look like a prolapse anus. Okay.
Okay, right, okay. So, I've got it in selfie mode. Right here. Oh, mate, you've got a lot of stuff going on, but you've got sort of like a fucking a ball patch there.
Where?
So there's the boy. Do you know what it looks like? Well, I thought that was in the stream, mate. A gimp harness.
People want us to crucify him to the wall.
We should do, but upside down.
All right.
And get blood pouring out of his head. So this is the desk. Okay. There's the camera.
That's worthless.
Working.
You can see it's working.
You can see it's in it. And then I've only got a certain amount of distance between...
Show them the background setup. It's quality.
Over here.
No, that one.
Well, I can't admit because the TVs are together, but if you can see it, like the TVs, like this one's preaches and it pulls over to his side when you're working from the desk. And then this one will pull over to my side. And my desk's there. With all the better stuff, but I can't show you because this is max distance. You know what? I like my space.
Isn't this cool compared to what we had before?
Well, like entranceway, walking in. There he is.
Show all the games, mate, and all the consoles.
Like a cribs type thing, mate. Wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, mate?
I love our new office. There's so much fucking
It's good,
room.
isn't it?
It's all good, man. There's so much room. Thanks, bro.
I need to show them the bedroom where the magic happens.
Yeah, where the magic happens and all that kind of stuff. This office is now enormous, but there are some things you can't unsee. Let me tell you, there's some things you can't unsee. The TVs, like I spent about 40 minutes mathematically calculating how the TVs would go together perfectly. Perfectly, I mean real perfect. And I'm good with my hands. So I put it up, was miles out. Why? The fucking wall is on a slant like that. It's about, for those of you who are in the know, it's a 1-to-3 ratio of going downhill on the fucking wall. And not only that, the back of the TVs have this wiggle room for people who fucked it up. These, you know, for people who don't get it wrong putting it up. So I had to adjust for that. And the back of Ghosty's TV is stuffed with screwdrivers and stuff to stop it wiggling around. It's wiggling everywhere. It's really strange why they've done that, because you'd think they'd want it to be fixed, but I guess they think people will try and manhandle it or something, so they put give in either side.
Kind of sounds like there's going to be a claim coming your way, mate.
Yeah, and if you want something, you definitely... I'd look away now, I'm going to show you something you will never be able to unsee in any of our videos for the foreseeable future. Alright? You'll never be able to unsee this.
Does this include me?
No, you know about it already.
Do I?
That TV has a massive scratch in it right there. Right there. That TV has a huge scratch in it, which is, yeah, it's fucked. Yeah, you'll never, every time I appear in front of that background, you can come back now, it has a huge scratch in it. For when we were, because obviously this room was full of stuff, right? I mean, if you saw the other video, it's on Gamer Dad's. I think I put it on the Gamer Dad's channel.
What?
The old office is on the Gamer Dad's channel, and I stacked everything perfectly, but I have kids, and the kids came in and were trampling through to get to like teddy bears, to get to like Giggle Piggle and stuff, and they fucking pushed a nail into the fucking TV, and that is a £300 scratch. to fix. And honestly, honestly, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Not to the point where I'm going to pay for another TV. We did make one interesting discovery, though. Because we wanted good symmetry. Both the TVs are identical models, and our remote controls control both TVs.
Which is a pain in the ass, which we found out the other day. When your TV was on and mine was off, and I flicked it with the remote, shut yours down, turn mine on.
Yeah, so if one of them's on and one of them's off, and you press on the remote, it swaps between them constantly. And if you change volume, they go on, but it changes both of them. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
With the wall down, though, it might not look through, it might not portray well through the camera, but it's so much fucking room in here now.
It's massive. This is plenty of room for VR.
But look at it, like, just do this, from the perspective of, like from your camera. Whoa, shit, one sec.
Luckily, that was safe.
1 second, grab that a sec. So just hold that a sec. So like you're working there, and then just look at your monitor, like you're working, and I'm just sat here.
So this is what it's going to look like with me and Ghosty working full time in this room. You can come back now. You can put your pants back on. Yeah. So we're looking forward to it. There's not actually that much to get. I don't think for the office now. We need to. I think we're going. Actually, kind of interesting. Is next Saturday, if you're free, we're going to go peripheral shopping because my Nancy is broken. Your keyboard is so fucking loud and broken. Your escape key doesn't work, and your mouse is broken as well. So we're going to go peripheral shopping. So if you want to say hi and you're in the local area, because I know lots of you are, we'll be at Scan. We'll go to Scan to test all keyboards and shit like that. We did repaint, actually. This is the colour we went for. We went out and we got a new carpet. It was pretty good, man. It was worth the investment because it's much better now, but we'll get there. The show was meant to be PG. Depantsed. Oh my god. I'm getting Logitech. Autofocus is on. Go away. Ugh.
What did you do to bring up window? Because I get that problem with my Logitech.
Right click configure. And it
on
gets
what?
sorted. On the webcam within your streaming software.
Okay.
Yeah, all good, man. So it's it's pretty good. It froze your PC. Sorry, hey, our camera died. I've got a lot of money sat here doing nothing right now, which really scares me because we just bought these capture cards because we had a mix. We had Ava Media, we had Elgato, and we had a Black Magic, and the Ava Media broke at PreachCon. Definitely augurs.
Which one?
The internal capture card broke for Ava Media. They fried it. I don't know how. I say it fried, right? It was nothing they could have possibly done. Which is why we only had one camera, incidentally, because we had two capture devices and one of them broke. So we had to go down to one camera at PreachCon. And I had to rip that out. So we went all Elgato. That seems like it might have been a mistake.
What does Elgato mean?
It's just a company that makes capture cards. So we've got two external Elgato capture cards and two internal ones. So yeah, maybe that was a mistake. I hope not. Because they were really solid. Fucking augurs. Yeah, I know. Fucked us right over. What a dick. It did. Yeah, the guy and Hallow and Halloween screwed it up. So yeah, that was. We didn't actually lose that much in the move. A couple of things broke while we did the move, but I had to keep taking the room in and out. Fucking nightmare. Black magic. Yeah, all this kind of stuff conflicting, but I'm really upset about that.
What's
genuinely.
Black magic music?
It's just another. Capture people, Ava Media, Elgato, just make capture cards. That's all.
What, Black Magic?
Yeah.
All right.
I
didn't get it.
You will learn these things once you're part of the inner circle and the team of all things. Anyway, hey, good news. Camera distance is back.
Sorry, I might have mixed two conversations together, but wasn't one of the points to disable max camera distance because it gave an unfair advantage to other?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Was that an actual thing that they said?
Yeah. Definitely, it was.
Do you know what it feels like? We need to right, okay, boys. We need to make a change. Let's say a nerf or a reduction of something. It's going to piss a lot of people off. We need reasons. All right, break out the box. And they break out a box and it's just got folded over pieces of paper and it's like...
it's an unfair advantage in a PC game.
It is an unfair advantage.
It was to be fair though, I know we're taking the piss, which is what we usually do, but there are some interesting points Blizzard came up with beyond the it's an unfair advantage, which was ridiculous.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm not just saying it to be a dickhead, I'm genuinely curious as to find out why they would max your camera distance.
They didn't max it. What they did is, to put it into context for anybody who just didn't give a shit, so you know what we're talking about, is in-game you have a slider, which is extend your camera to its max, but if you use the console command, you know you could set it to miles away. Yeah. And they said it was unfair.
Why?
Because you can see further than the other guy, which means you're aware of stuff where the other guy isn't, and that's unfair.
What other guy?
Somebody else who isn't using it.
So why didn't they just incorporate that into game?
Well, they have a legitimate reason for this. They have a legitimate reason which I sort of agree with. If you zoom out, they said you could zoom out to a point where your characters were smaller than in games like Heroes of the Storm or StarCraft and stuff, right? And at that point, that's not the idea with World of Warcraft. It's not supposed to be played that way. That's why they have the camera a certain distance away. And it also meant that it devalued a lot of work that went into their characters. Now, that's a pride thing, because there's loads of new animations and all that kind of stuff, right?
So why is a lot of the new transmog shit then if it's a pride thing?
What? No, I'm just saying that they put a lot of work into new animations and all that, and you just can't see them because you're zoomed so far out, you can't see your character in pretty much any way. I mean, the classic case I know of was Zuzanita in Method. He was telling me he can't see his character, really. He knows where it is, it's in the middle, but he can't see his character, he's zoomed so far out. Now, that's generally a good point. If you're making a game, you design your camera in a way that you should be able to see the work that's gone into creating that game. That makes sense, right? It makes sense from a gameplay perspective. It does make sense.
No, I get that, and that's your opinion. Mine is, and I get what you're saying. I'm not just discarding it, but mine is, when you're creating these more grandiose bosses with these larger scale animations and effects, you want a bigger scale of awareness.
Now we're talking about something different. Now we're talking about presentation of the game. They had a legitimate point. Okay,
right. Yeah.
From the
how
they want their game to be seen, they have a legitimate point, and they have the right to say that's where we want you to be able to see. Now let's talk about mechanics, because that's what we really cared about. Because we want the choice to say I don't give a shit, right? And that's what we did with the max camera things. I don't give a shit because I don't give a shit what my character looks like. I care about am I going to die in a minute from something that's over there, right? That's my concern. So they then came up with this, which is actually completely true. If people are aware of something like max camera distance, they're probably going to use it, especially if they're playing part of the game where that makes a huge difference. So your mythic rating, BGs, the top end BGs. If you can set your max camera distance to way out so you can see things coming, and they use Cornrock as an example, which is right, where the room fills with puddles and they start swirling around. So you can see a puddle coming from way over there, you're probably less likely to die. Makes sense?
Yeah.
So they say that's kind of unfair to the guy who's not using it. But then they bring up the interesting point. How do they balance that spell or that ability in a fight? Do they work under the assumption that everybody is zoomed way the fuck out, so that ability that's happening that's supposed to be really dangerous is way less dangerous for those people? Or do you balance around the idea that people are at the normal in-game distance and therefore it's far more deadly? It's a legitimate point of how you design abilities in a boss fight, is how far away can people fucking see this thing coming? Because that's part of the difficulty, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but you're saying then, but that's like a catch-22. Does it mean now that these fucking beautifully large rooms that you fight bosses in, are they going to be massively reduced because of this new camera?
No, what I would think they're probably saying with this comment, and this is what they said. They said players will use the absolute max available, right? And in terms of, because it makes it far easier to avoid shit. They then bring up, okay, so do we now balance around that so it makes no difference? You can be zoomed out all you want. All we're going to do is make these things faster and do whatever.
And closer.
Yeah, but then that has a really knock-on effect for the people who don't use it, because that ability is considerably more dangerous and lethal than it is to what they're balancing around. So what's your decision there? And the decision has to be, you have to balance around what it is in game, right? You can't expect everybody's going to use the max camera thing. So the likelihood is, if you do use it, you do legitimately have an advantage because they can't balance around you being able to see stuff.
Okay, but then let's focus on the grounds that you can expect every top end guild to have just day one put that in.
Which, for the most part, yes.
Now, why didn't they just? I mean, so it basically means that everything's still, in sense, like the top like highlighted races as they used to be, or views, or Wolf, they're still as legitimate as they would be.
Yeah, but you're only thinking about the top end. It's the lower end who are going to struggle with this decision. But I mean, it's not really a decision. I mean, they're going to have to say we've got to balance around the in-game one, which then means it will circulate, as all these things always do. Doesn't matter what level you're raiding at. If your raid leader is going to be like, you need to be playing at max camera. Now, I never saw it as a legitimate concern. I'm just going to anecdotally put this in there because I record everything I do pretty much. And I had a huge number of complaints that I was zoomed way too far out. And people wanted to see the animations. People wanted to see the mods. Yeah. And I didn't care, really. I haven't used the max camera thing for so long. But they're right. I mean, that is a genuine concern, is if... who are we balancing for at this point? Because we can't...
There's so many different factors.
Yeah, I mean, you can't...
Here's another one for you then, like a 25-man raid. You're part of the melee. And you're fighting a very fucking big boss with a lot of melee around you. Your spatial awareness, regardless of where you turn that camera, is going to be hindered by your distance, surely.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be, and they're aware of that, which is why they design encounters around that idea. Now, to be fair, and this is what I've been saying, is to be fair, the in-game one is pretty zoomed out at max. It's all right.
I've got to admit, I noticed it. I've not been on... Has the new distance been incorporated in the game?
I'm not sure. It was a hotfix.
But I did notice it when it was reduced in. And I wasn't even raiding. It was in Battlegrounds. It was just like, I really want to be zoomed out more than this. Because it feels like even that distance...
Well, you get very used to it.
Yeah,
you get very used to it very,
in-game
very quickly.
max camera distance and your custom camera distance... That's a big fucking hindrance in
yeah, it is.
So many
there is a massive advantage in being able to see way more stuff. There is a massive advantage in there, and they're not. Although it comes across as really douchey to say that, they're not wrong.
No, I get it.
A huge
I
advantage.
I do get it.
The zoom's not live yet, but it's melee can't see. I seem to think people picture that the normal one is like up your ass. It's really not.
That's what I mean, though. But like,
should we take a little look at it?
Can do. The beauty for me, like the beauty of when I was a melee in a raid, I'd still have it at max camera distance.
Pleasure's got to go there. Go on.
And like when I knew that I had to move, I'd rotate my camera to see where I'm going to make sure that my path was clear to move there, because my camera could be behind the boss and into a distance to see my path. But if it's close, I'm not going to get it from behind the boss. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean. There are more issues than I think people...
I do get it. I'm just saying...
Yeah,
that,
there's more issues here than people who are just saying, I want massive camera distance.
Yeah.
And there is an advantage there. As much as it sounds stupid, yeah, of course there is, right? There really genuinely is.
But if it's when you say, like you mentioned the whole pride thing about them wanting to see the animations and stuff like that, they should show this level of pride when they're creating armor sets, mate.
I do see that as a prideful thing, which is, you won't see our cool animations. It's like, that's my choice. That is absolutely my choice to whether or not I want to see, whether or not I care about my animations or not. I mean, if it gave me some sort of realistic advantage in normal raiding when I'm not filming, I mean, it's not that close. It's not.
It's animations forced on us, mate. It's animation rape.
It's not that close. That's a pretty big distance to be able to see.
Is that the new distance incorporated?
That's the max distance right now. That's as max as you can go. It's not that close. It's not to the case where if I was melee here, I can't see anything, right? It's not that close. It really isn't. You know what I mean? I can see a good distance.
I get that it's playable. It's just that I do like the distance for spatial awareness.
Yeah, I get it. More's better. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've recommended it max. I've recommended max distance. I can't get my words out. I've recommended using the camera thing since my first video. Yeah, you should absolutely be taking advantage of the fact that you can see more coming. But, I mean, if something was coming from over there near those stairs, you see that? I mean, that's a fair old distance to be able to see, right? And I know not everybody has the same PC as me. I mean, this is like hyper ultra. I mean, draw distance and stuff comes into it at some point. But you can't... I mean, this is fine. It is fine. I know people are going to be like, no, I get it, you want further. Yeah, I agree, but there's nothing wrong with this. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
I think with the new increase in distance, it will be fine.
Yeah,
I just think there's a lot bigger issues that need to be...
Yeah, I agree.
Touched upon.
I agree. And they do have a point when they're designing encounters. It's like, how far away can people see this coming? How far away? Because that kind of... It's not a transmog. It's not a transmog, it's beta. I'm not transmogging my beta characters.
Why?
Yeah, and it's going to get further out than that. They are increasing it. The animations thing, though, I don't know. It's like the action camera was removed as well.
The Bobby Heady thing?
Well, it was like the over-the-shoulder look, so you could get a more cinematic feel. It was never finished. I didn't make a video on it because it was clear it wasn't finished from the start. It like wobbled and arced all over the place. You had to use a console command to actually activate it, but it was randomly activating for a lot of people. Like then they didn't know what was going on. Yeah, it moved it to more of a like third person.
War type
yes, thing. Yeah, it gave you like you just shifted the camera over the shoulder look. Yeah. So the action cameras removed, which isn't surprising. I mean, if anybody tried it. It was way not finished, like totally not finished. So you had to do some console commands to get it going, and then it was randomly turning on for people. So they were logging in and they were like, all over the place. Not mogging in beta. I know. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're ruining your own immersion.
I know people are mogging in beta. It drives me insane. It drives me fucking crazy.
You know I'd mog in beta, right? I'd definitely mog
Why
in
the
beta.
fuck would you mog in beta?
Mate,
you can even copy your characters.
Right now, I've got a fucking level 30 warlock that I'm leveling. That guy's mogged.
How are you mogging at level 30?
Because of the gear that I've already picked up and that I've already got access to another cloth wearers.
Oh, yeah, the new wardrobe's in, isn't it? Yeah, the new wardrobe's in. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Don't want that fucking goddamn tier 0 warlock bullshit on me, you know?
Well, you're wearing Corruptor, mate. The only choice.
I'm under the... No, you've got to be of that level before you can equip that transmog.
Yeah, they say people got motion sickness from the camera. I don't suffer from it, so...
Turn it off, you pussies!
It says, I don't think you can be called a pussy. It's a natural thing.
No, I got motion sickness, get rid of it. No, just turn it off. Just turn it off.
Why do you hate everybody? People get motion sick if it's zoomed too close.
No, if they sit there, but it's like sort of like, oh no,
You're lucky you don't get it.
I've got motion sickness. Get rid of it. It's like,
Well, they still want to play the game.
well, yeah, they can do. Do you know why they do that? Untick a box
What box?
to turn off your action cam.
No, not the action cam, the normal camera, because it was too close. People saying they were getting motion sick and headaches from it. Yeah, I mean, I don't suffer from it, neither do you, so we can't really comment. But if people were... People get that. TB goes on about it all the time, like if the FOV's too bad.
The new max range is too close. They get motion sickness.
Yeah. I don't get it. You don't get it, because we don't suffer from it, but some people do.
I think people are just being too fucking...
But yeah, the action camera definitely, they were definitely getting it from that, but people were saying they were getting it from the max camera as well. Oh, I mean, I don't suffer for it. FOV, mate, yeah, TB gets it all the time. If it's like, what is it? For him, it's like 7. Yeah, even Blizzard workers got it. It's totally legit. People were getting it. So, I don't know. I mean, this is something I can't comment on because I don't get it. So every time it comes up, the subject, I'm like, I have never had that problem. The only game that ever made me feel a bit sick was Freelancer.
I loved Freelancer. Oh, why'd you have to bring that up? I'm immediately depressed.
It was a good game. We had some, we're so red because of this cheap-ass fucking camera. Our camera broke midstream, unfortunately. So, yeah. Luckily, you joined after the shenanigans, which is one of them. So, yeah. So, the camera's getting some more distance. Fine. I have no problem with it. I still have to... The annoying thing is I still have to play zoomed in because my viewers hate me being so zoomed out. We also got some... yeah, so we did mention the Demon Hunters earlier, and I have it in my notes here, that, yeah, the gameplay is designed to be... well, my notes say easy as a motherfucker.
You actually wrote that in a
I did write that. I wrote that in my notes. His gameplay is designed to be easy, which we knew from day one. My video, like 5 minutes after the Demon Hunter was released, was like, okay, I get what this is designed for, and it's fine. Fucking hell! Can we stop having everybody saying everything needs to be the hardest class in the world? It does not, by any means. Why do you care? Why? Why do you care? Ask yourself.
Not playing Demon Hunter, mate. It's too hard. Go and eat a bag of dicks.
I mean. Demon Hunter looks fantastic. People who like Beastmaster Hunter, I don't get that. That's fucking crazy. And also, in good news, I just wanted to bring this up really briefly because it was one of my big complaints with Holy and Ret, is Paladins are getting Divine Steed baseline.
What does that mean?
Movement fucking speed, man. And they're getting 2 charges if you spec into it. God, they're fucking slow.
What are you talking about?
Paladins slow. You've seen Divine Steed? It's where you summon a horse and you go...
Oh, like the Crusader in Diablo?
Yes, exactly like that. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. So I just wanted to bring that up for anybody who hated... because I did that. Yeah, they get it, but you're getting 2 charges if you spec into it, Sintry. Yeah, if you spec into it. They're calling it, I don't know, Crusader or some shit. I think something like that. And the tank comparison is coming. Don't worry. I've been playing a lot of BM recently. And BM's Brewmaster's got that shit that Windwalker's got, where you like you can do like one ability then the other, and you get bonuses for doing that. That fucking Bruce Lee shit. It's well good.
Say that again.
You have probably not seen my Windwalker video, but Windwalkers have this mastery, and you can spec into it even further, where you get bonuses if you don't do the same ability twice in a row. So you really do feel like Bruce Lee in them back alleys, where he's like fighting. And they even have a thing with AoE where if you hit multiple people individually, you buff your AoE. So you literally do feel, because it's all about class fantasy and Legion. It's well good, because you literally feel like you're going sharp, 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 like that, getting all that shit on. It's fucking well smart. Oh, it's so cool. And BM's got it as well.
Is that Shadow Priest ability still in game?
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm so glad that remained.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
A lot of it sounds really, really good. I thought it was this. I don't mind, it's a different story, but no, that monk.
It feels exactly like you're doing Kung Fu. It feels like you're in the Kung Fu movies. It's so fucking cool. I just every time I play it, I'm just like, this is. I get what they're going for, and they fucking nailed it. And they mixed it into BM. Yeah, Serenity Madness is still there. I have quotes on my Skype because obviously I did the range comparison as well, where Shadow Priest and Elemental were pretty close, and as being number one. And people were like, "Why do you recommend the Shadow Priest?" I'm like, "Have you tried it?" They're like, "No." And then people have come back to me saying, "What the fuck is this talent?" I'm like, "Try it." Try it, and then they're like, "God, this is good." So it's the most intense thing you can do. Wow, just committing to death is such a great feeling. It really is. The only problem now is most bosses, unless you get into the real mythic stuff, die before you can finish it.
Yeah.
The bosses die, and then you're like, oh. Then you'd fall over and die. But it's pretty cool. The cam is way too close. It's further away than it usually is. Yeah, it's further away than it usually is. So, I don't know. I'll try and increase my FOV to 90. There we do it. Yeah, it is like heroin. Just try it. That's all I say to people is just try it. Try it. And then they're like, this is good. This is good. So it's pretty good. I like it. So yeah, the tank comparison is coming, but I've got to say, Brewmaster is looking very fun. I like it. That's okay. Well, I was known for copying off pretty much every game ever, which is good. And the Harbingers, lore stuff.
I've noticed it's been out for a while, but I've only just started to watch them. I thought, well, I've reactivated my WoW account.
Wasn't an Overwatch shot. Don't care. I can tell you, he's definitely not watched the lore stuff. This guy.
I just like him, mate. Don't get me wrong, they're not as good as the fucking Overwatch shots.
I haven't even. I've got to annoy you. I haven't seen anything after the Winston one.
Alright, well, that's our post-web show activity.
I haven't watched any of them.
Well, no, they was good. I mean, I don't know the context of these stories. If it's meant to be lore, or if it's just pocket fills of what's happening of these characters or the origins. But like the first one was Gul'dan.
Okay, what about Gul'dan? The big from the movie, I remember he was the guy wielding Doomhammer.
I think it wasn't Doombringer. I think you're mixing up your franchises here.
Gul'dan's the guy who fights Khadgar at the end.
Doomhammer is the name of the ship in StarCraft. You see?
Right.
Yeah. And then when Tracer 76 kills her.
This is really mean.
I know it is.
Oh God.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
To CC's Pizza.
Yeah. Party at CC's. Best pizza in America.
I love you guys so much. I really do. I really love you guys. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. So let's play some soccer later and have some fun.
Yeah, a little bit of soccer. They brought in a multi-ball now into the World Cup, mate.
Multi-ball, that would be so good.
That's what I mean, mate. If there's not been a goal in 30 minutes, they fire another 2 balls onto the pitch.
Did you see Noble's solo video, by the way? That's an after-show activity.
Solo video?
See, I think it must be his first video that he did, and it's typical YouTube stuff. It was him soloing Anixia. It's just the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why? What's he doing?
It's dream worthy. I mean, sometimes you dream about seeing something so bad that you just think, I love you so much, bro. And that's the video. Just to click Holy Shield so much. Shit spell.
What, when you're soloing Anixia?
As a prop band. Anyway, Gul'dan then. So tell me about Gul'dan, because this is how I find out my lore.
Yeah,
I either ask Noble or I ask you.
Well, here's the thing,
Kisses to Noble.
I'm sort of with you on the surface, like, I know what's in game. Now, like, the whole Gul'dan thing, it's like, I don't know anything of his origin. This was
I
just
do.
Like
oh, not his origin.
Snippet. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is like a little snippet. He was part of a clan, and he was like quite severely disabled, but obviously orcs are sort of like a prideful thing. That's why he's got a walking stick. He's always had a walking stick.
Well, that makes a lot of sense now.
And he basically got the shit beaten out of him all the time and exiled. It's like, you're fucking worthless. So they
little cliche, but I'll go with it.
But as they're kicking him out, there's like a shaman in the camp who says, look, I know that you're destined for greatness, but it's not here. You've got to go and find it. So he says to him, like, go and find out. I think it's the Throne of the Elements, which I think is it in MOP we see that, or is it in TBC?
Yeah.
Is that a MOP or TBC?
I definitely cared.
So anyway, right, in this video, so it's still a young Gul'dan. He's crippled and shit. He's been exiled. He's walking through the deserts. And
So is he a kid?
No, he's still an adult, but a young adult. You know,
Okay.
maybe early 20s or something like that. You know, I'm just guesstimating.
Early 20s. He's still...
But yeah, he's walking through the deserts and he's starting to get weaker and the vultures are circling him. What's going on, mate? Am I triggering people again? See how easy it is, mate?
I am. I need to stop. I'm really sorry.
Do you see how
really
easy
sorry.
it is?
I'm really sorry. You guys shouldn't react that way. It's too funny.
Just reel it. But anyway, check this out, right? As like a kick in the dick. So he goes and seeks out the Throne of Elements. And as he gets there, he's literally on his last breath and he's praying to the gods of the elements to, you know, give me a purpose. You know, so all the elements come out like earth, wind, fire, Pikachu, and...
God, I am genuinely interested.
Right, okay. So, and they start to gather and he's got his hand out and he's literally dying. And anyway, all the elements did that spiral together and come towards him. And he's like, this is it. Anyway, the elements go, they go, and they disappear, mate.
Oh, they fucking right off.
They fucking right off, so he just goes mental. But in the absence of the elements, like, he gets spoken to by fell magic. It's like, I'll give you a purpose,
Is it Big
mate.
Surg? Is it
It's
Serge?
just a voice, but you've got to take into account, you know, it's probably
Probably
Sargeras.
Big Surge.
So anyway, so it's like, okay, then it's like, you know, use our power. We'll strengthen you up. Use our power. So he goes back to his village and just fucking decimates everything.
What a dick,
Like, he
man.
goes, no, fuck that. You want to see
What a
like the video that like they beat the shit out of a cripple and kick him out.
It's killed Jaden, you
So he
noob.
comes back. Well, you said it, mate, not me. So anyway, but like the whole thing is like he goes back to his village, he kills everyone. Then the shaman's on the floor. He's like, I knew you would, like, you know, thank you and blah blah blah. Kills him. Fuck you. But the whole thing is, it's like
It's Velen.
he says like at the end of the video, he says, no one living has ever heard of my village, and no one ever will.
No one ever cared who I was until I put on the mask.
Until I put on the fell.
Yeah, until I put on the
So
fell.
he just eradicates his village, and that's the end of it. It's like a sort of an Origins, X-Men Origins Gul'dan, mate.
Well, that's cool.
I
So
thought
what
it
else
was
did they
pretty
do?
good.
Is it Overwatch style or is it like cartoon?
No,
like they did
it's-
with Blade Fist?
Yes, it's
Is it
exactly
like
like
that?
that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
exactly like that.
Worth?
What's the next one? It's worth a watch, mate. It's just a nice little bit of a watch, you know? Do you know what I
It
mean?
was shit. No, you guys can't do it. You're not being subtle enough. You've
What?
got to drop it in.
What?
The trigger in the chat. You've got to drop it in because you've got to take it seriously for a few seconds, and
That's
that's
what I
when
did.
the dream
Alright,
comes
I'll
alive.
tell you what then. Tell you what
You got to check. Watch the Illidan one. I did the
Oh wait,
Illidan.
we're going to get to that, mate. There's one more first, but I'll be really quick about this one because it was pretty shit. So anyway,
I think we should stop.
all right, I won't insult it, but just listen. The second one's Khadgar, and the fella attacking again.
Does he have his little mustache?
Legion, sorry.
His little pube stash.
Khadgar.
Yeah, like he does in the movie.
No, it's Khadgar in the game. It's not Khadgar from the movie with his pube stash.
The triggering
So
birds.
he flies to Karazhan because the Legion are invading again. He's like, I need information. I need something to help me fight the Legion. And the spirit of Medivh shows up, and he's basically like, no, my spirit's locked to Karazhan. This is my spirit. I'm here. I'm locked to this tower. But then he just speaks to him, and he's like, you came looking for information, but what you need is a weapon.
Ooh.
So he says,
Can I guess? Is it Atiesh?
no, he's already got Atiesh. I don't know. But anyway, he says, you need to become a guardian.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I've seen the movie.
So anyway, he basically shows him this mirror and he says, like, you know, if you're a guardian, you know, you imbue all the powers and you can fucking just hold off the Legion as a weapon. Friendship power, exactly, mate.
I don't.
But no, just listen. So anyway, so he tells him about it, but he's like, I don't want to because the fell side of that corrupted you, the desire for power corrupted you, and that's why, you know, I put you fucking down.
Yep.
So anyway, he says
that's how it went down in the movie as well.
Yeah.
The bit where Khadgar pulled out that 9. And
Sideways, mate.
Sideways, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I didn't.
Break
There was
yourself.
loads. I mean, you think Suicide Squad was a movie
Mate.
where there was some good shooting?
Do you know the best part was the dialogue when he did it and he put it to his head and he said, break thyself.
Break thyself, Medivh. Break
But no,
thyself.
listen. So he basically says, well, the power to create a guardian long gone. He goes, well, no, because there's this tome that's imbued with my power. You know, take it, turn yourself into a guardian. So he's like, oh shit, you know,
What
he's
rank?
thinking about it, and I can't say that, mate.
Tome of
Secret.
Guardian rank 1.
Well, no, perhaps if you raided it, you'd find out, you fucking casual. So he's got this tome, And he's like, he's sort of like, you know, I have desired this and it would stop the Legion, but he's like, no, because I saw what he did to you. Fuck that. So he burns the tome and he turns round, mate, and that wasn't no fucking epic sort of spirit of Medivh either. It was a fucking
Shenanigans.
mate. It was a demon, mate.
The fucking shenanigans are
Playing with him, trying to turn
Fucking
him down,
shenanigans,
So he
mate.
shoots him with a fucking staff, mate, right through the window, and he's like, it's not going to take one person to kill the Legion, mate. It's going to take us all.
Synergized. Yeah? Synergized.
The last one is just well good. And I'll tell you why, and this is
Jada.
like, this is me turning to it, the last one's Illidan. And it's
Quick.
fucking right. I'll be really quick about it. Basically, it starts off and he says we were not prepared, and it shows the army of the Illidari, mate, all stood there like looking up at Illidan, and he's basically saying, you know, we were just people, and when the Legion came, they ripped you to fucking bits and stuff like that, and then you sought me out to find out how to fight them. So he then imbues them with the demon hunter powers, and then like he opens up a fucking portal. He says, fuck it, we'll take the fight to them.
Ooh.
So then they go through the portal and they kill, what the fuck is it called now? Asgoth. There's a big demon, kind of like the big bastard in Hellfire Peninsula. Take my blood and Manaroth. Kind of like Manaroth.
Take my blood.
So anyway.
That'd be a well better Manaroth.
Yeah.
Take my blood.
But his central focus is on like this girl demon hunter, because she sort of questions like what makes us different from the demons. It's like they're never going to stop killing us, and we'd give everything to fucking defend what we have. So they kill, yeah, but like they kill him and stuff like that. And
is this all from the Dark Knight Rises?
Shut up! So Illidan tells them like what's different about them and the demons, and then like he rallies all these troops together and says, "Look, now we've killed this dickhead now, so the whole Legion knows that we're hunting him, mate." And then he turns around and he says, "Like, you are all prepared."
Shit.
Yeah. But there's a little part where, because this female demon hunter helps Illidan, and it shows like a fragment of his human side, like she helps him and then she gets pinned to the wall by this Asgoth, and then Illidan comes in and fucking shanks the fool.
Prison Rules Illidan sounds
proper,
like
with a sharpened toothbrush. Like, but as he kills her, as he kills the demon, like he just lifts up this girl's glaive and just gives it back to her. You know, like that. Just that little fucking symbology of, you know, I'm not just a heartless. It gives it to her, and then like, well good, mate.
I can't help but
they
think
are
of
good. They're very short. They're very short
cool.
snippets of lore, and I love them.
Oh, I'd rather watch Mario Maker at the moment. That is my jam right now.
Mario Maker.
Oh, that Carl Sagan 42. I
yeah.
tweeted about him. You guys should check that guy out. He's fucking awesome, man. That guy is the chillest YouTube stream editor ever. It's so chill. But if you like Mario Maker, if you don't like Mario Maker, I probably wouldn't bother.
I don't like Mario Maker.
Good guy other than try hard. Give him
White Knight Illidan, mate, and then he donated to a stream after.
I gave her a webcam and gave her all his
alone,
tips.
guys.
That's fucking funny. Oh my god. You guys are cool. That sounds really cool. Yeah, Carl Sagan 42 is fucking awesome. I'll link it in the chat later. But you guys should definitely check it out. Right, should we have some drama llamas?
I'm down for drama.
Can we read that?
A bestiality ERP story. Well, that's a go. Straight off the bat.
Hold on.
Carl's also a scientist. Carl Sagan was a scientist. He's died.
The Carl Sagan 42
No, he's saying, like,
is a scientist.
I know.
He's a
Really?
virologist.
That, actually, I like him a bit more now.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought he was
proper,
stealing
man.
his name.
He's proper. He's fucking well chill.
Just as you're writing this up, if you've not heard the pale blue dot speech by the original Carl Sagan, just go and listen to it on YouTube. It's fucking mind-blowingly good for perspective.
What's the best motivational speech ever?
It's
It's got to be Charlie Chaplin's, right? In The Dictator.
That's up there,
is
but I
fucking
like Pale
incredible,
Blue
man.
Dot, man. You listen to Carl Sagan actually talk like Earth being the pale blue dot. It's unbelievable, mate. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean I love that stuff. Like the ones that are really impassioned and stuff, they're fucking crazy. They're really good. Right then, so we're going to take a quick 2-minute break then, because I think we triggered the chat so
Independence
fucking
Day.
hard.
We will not go quietly into the night.
I just linked something in the mod chat. I'm not sure if we should read this. I'm really not sure if we should read this. So they're going to vote on it. It might. I don't even know if we should. But there's going to be a vote popping up in the chat right now as whether or not we should give this story a go.
Why?
Well, I mean, it could. and spell the end of streaming as a whole. So watching the chat, and we'll see the results when we get back. Love you guys. Really love you guys. I'm surprised to see that our viewership did not dramatically reduce during that triggering. We're really sorry. We don't mean it. Well,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a minute.
Good day.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I hope everyone's having a good time. Thank you very much to Greg and Rachel for your donations. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. And to all the people who sent me transmogs during the show. I'm glad to see if I look at the results of our little
Ta-ta-tay, mate.
our little test here. Honestly, thank you very much, Chris. We have honestly bred, and I absolutely love you guys for this because it's perfectly suited to our sense of humor, the most sarcastic community ever. Easily. And you'll be glad to know, for those of you who like watching me fail, because, you know, obviously I don't usually do that.
We all like that.
Metal Gear Solid Summer starts on the 15th of August. When does Legion come out?
30th, 29th. 30th.
Excellent, yeah. So, we will be playing Metal Gear
Stop
Solid.
saying it with such fucking cynicism.
I'm dreading
It's
it.
a master franchise.
Part of me... Did you get me a drink? I said yeah. Thank you. We are the army, yeah. We will be playing Metal Gear 1, 2,
And you're not doing
3...
it in chronological order, right?
I'm doing it in release order.
Okay.
So if you want to see me absolutely fail so fucking hard, I won't make it past part 1, potentially. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so... Alright, okay. 1, 2, Snake Eater 4. And then after 4, you're not going to do Peace Walker, are you?
I do have Peace Walker.
You do Peace Walker then. Do Peace Walker.
I do. I got the Metal Gear Solid HD
Yeah,
collection.
do Peace Walker.
Yeah, so I have that.
But make sure you do Ground Zeroes before you do V.
5.
No, mate. You think you're being funny right now? When you play that game, you'll understand why I said V. Yeah?
Oh, is it you know why I'm looking forward to it? Because the only time I ever played Metal Gear Solid was probably with you, and I never made it past the first room. Which, when we did the test the other day, I also failed, because we had to check we could get the PS1 working properly. Mm-hmm. I also failed getting out the first room, so that should be a laugh. Is because I want to see what Kojima's all about, honestly.
Oh.
Because I love PT, like, absolutely adored PT, but that was really the only Kojima thing I touched. And after seeing, what's it called? Death Stranding? Death Stranding. I mean, I can't wait for that. So I want to
No one knows fuck all about that game.
I
but
can't wait for
immediately
it.
like, soul.
Can't fucking wait for
Oh,
it.
yeah, absolutely. V means 5. You think you're funny, but there's a reason why people call it Metal Gear V. You know, people who know about Metal Gear.
He's about nonsense, maybe. But I'd like to find out for myself, is the idea.
The reader. Shh.
Right. God. We need a girl. Where's my girls at? Who wants to be a girl?
Do you want to do this one, mate?
This is where all the girls go. Yeah, let's have Lani. Lani. Somebody who's only used once in the story. That could be
Slim Pickens, mate.
We'll have that as August, because he's only used once. Okay, we need one name.
Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens. So we have Lani, August, and Slim Pickens. Gonna be our characters for this tale. Please be warned, this is one of those stories that might not end up on YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see where let's have a giggle. Everybody got a beer? Oh, pants off. Everybody got that? Let's have some fun then. Hello, Preacher and Ghosty. What's up, mate?
Me, mate.
And a brofist to you two, mates. Bones me. All the way from Colombia. You know it's fucked. Straight away.
Mate, the bitches are hot, though, from Colombia. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Pants off and dicks out. This tale I bring to you is one that might appear absurd at first, but is indeed 100% confirmed completely true. Now, I must say that as right now, I am 20. Parentheses, legal. But at the time of the story, I was a mere 13, and I barely ever got my first Stiffmeister. 13? It's a bit late for your stiffies.
Hang about. I barely even got my...
That's
You
delayed.
get fucking bonus when you're like 5.
You
Younger
get,
than
you
5.
You get bonus when you're born.
Exactly,
As an owner of 2 boys, I can confirm bonage the day you're born. The day you're born. Anything that touches a dick just makes it go, hello?
Your dick's like, what's going on?
You
here?
called? It rings the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Now let me take you back to the era of extremely hard and then extremely easy heroics and fucking cool ass water graphics, mate. That's right, Cataclysm. What a colossal fuck up. Kata wasn't bad. Kata was good. Dragon Soul was
bad.
The end of Dragon Soul was bad. The rest of Dragon Soul was really good. I'd give a try. If it wasn't for Deathwing, Dragon Soul would be one of the best dungeons they ever made. It was cool as fuck. Okay. I like this expansion as it brought a new taste of WoW to my sweet, sweet mouth. Growing up was no easy task for me. Can we get a feels bad man? Can we get a feels bad man? Because it was not fun at all having 2 brothers and 2 sisters that would eventually become gamers. All of us. That's 5 PCs, y'all. That's more people than you can put into a 4-player multiplayer console, you know what I'm saying?
That's like your kid, mate.
He's got 3.
That was 4 at the time, though, wasn't it?
No, 3. Well, including him. Yeah, that would have been 4. Yeah, including him. Feels bad, man. Okay, everybody. Now, I must say, turning 13 is kind of a big deal here in Colombia since you reached the teenager stage. You get your first little supply of cocaine. Aww.
And a beach.
And a beach. And it's because of this that my dad got me a gaming laptop. Which was, my friends, a 2007 MacBook Core 2.
Shame. Shame.
That he stopped using after he got fired. Oh my god. Feels bad, man. I got you this for your birthday, son. I got fired! And I have no reason to use it. Shouldn't laugh. Bad times.
You should, it's funny.
He's so cold, man. It was shit. However, no matter how shit it was, the stupid little boy I was simply thought it was fucking amazeballs. And so, because of this, I thanked him as if he had given me the gift of life. Which I guess he kind of did as well. What a guy. Not only spawned him, but gave him a laptop. What a
Trooper,
bro.
mate.
That dad is a bro. The only and pretty much worst problem this brought was that all of my other 4 siblings wanted to use it as well. You account shared with 5 people, didn't you? Our dad would pay the usual $14.99 a month for the subscription because he couldn't afford to pay 5 times the price.
Uh-oh.
He had just got fired.
He did.
He had just got fired. 5 people account sharing.
Cutting into his severance pay for your fucking subscription.
So, mid-Cataclysm, I was playing what I thought back then was the coolest shit ever, a Worgen Hunter. Because as I saw it, I was an animal that haunted other animals. Which was a... Why would you haunt an animal? Take that, beaver. Which was a really cool idea to me back then, and still is. I played on a server, X-server, since my friend at school told me that you could get some nice arse there. You need to go to my server, bro. It's full of poon. It's the poon server.
You don't get a say on the gender of the ass.
Yeah, it's just asses for
It's your
days.
arse.
No, guys' asses, but
Exactly.
hey, hole's a hole, right? Hole's a hole, buddy.
let's go.
One day, while sipping on my delicious sweet nectar, a fine Worgen lady, I don't know what that means, a fine Worgen lady happened to stumble upon my doggy pet. Her name was Lani. She said, do you want to be the girl or me?
You be the girl, mate.
Excuse me, but your dog is so good looking that I wanted to put my paws all over him. It is an RP server, by the way. Oh, because she's a Worgen as well, so it's paws for paws.
Well creepy.
Yeah, isn't it?
I'm down for it.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Let's furry. I replied, don't you worry. It looks like he likes you back anyways.
I'm going fucking Don Archimondes, mate.
From Colombia.
Shit, he is as well.
Yeah, exactly. That single sentence was to be my fucking doom of WoW. Bastard. And the reason why I quit during Cataclysm. After a while of typing back and forth, she told me her likes and dislikes, almost of it as if our RP server was a dating server. Her likes were, of course, furries.
What furries?
Her dislikes... Oh, okay, this is good. Furries are people who like to dress up as animals and have sex in such a fashion.
There's no wrong with that.
Well, what would be your animal of choice?
Oh, if I had to fuck her... No, here's the thing though, where do you draw the line on animal? If it's like a bitch dressed like a cat with fucking cat ears, but I don't want
Yeah, but I think you're thinking of it in the sexy Halloween kind of cat.
Yes!
No, these are big furry costumes.
Oh,
to the
right.
Google.
Let's do it, mate. I'm intrigued. I just want like a slag who's dressed like a tiger.
Like a tiger. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I could show that picture particularly. Yeah, there we go. That's more. That has less swastikas in it.
You went to the wrong convention. It's a fucking stormtrooper there.
A little like this.
Oh, no, in fairness, if it was like...
What are you telling me right now?
Sure, if there was a chick in like a chick version of those costumes and I had like that guy who's dressed like a wolf...
You want to be a wolf?
Yeah, I'd
I like the idea that you want to be like a fierce, furry animal.
Why not, man? Why not? Just saying, you know?
I love that you're into it. Like, yeah, I can get down with this. I'd
Could you not?
You know what?
Could you not? If it was like a female like wolf costume and you was like the big bad wolf and you just thought, right, I'm going to blast this bitch.
Big bad wolf. That is such a furry porno. You know it is.
Yeah.
The big bad wolf.
Blasted by the big bad wolf.
Oh my god, it's too funny.
Wait, but blasted by the big bad wolf.
Oh my god, I bet that would fall. I don't know anything about furries, and I could be miles away, but I imagine someone saying that the big bad wolf is like a major turn on. Like, fuck yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
This guy gets it.
Run away, little girl.
I never pictured them doing carousel and that thing open. Please. As the curtain goes, oh, Christmas.
Fuck it, man. Yeah, I'll be down.
Fuck it, I'm down for it.
Would you not be?
No, I'm not getting a big costume.
As long as I didn't have to like fucking pretend to like groom myself with my paws and shit afterwards.
I'd get you from a bowl.
I don't know. I'd still be like
I'm drinking milk from a sauce.
That's the thing though. I'd be a bloke in a wolf costume, just ploughing away. Wouldn't you not? Fuck it, man. It's more animalistic. You wouldn't feel too bad about putting your paw on a neck, then, would you? Just saying, man. Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Furries,
stop judging before you know.
Furries for life.
I'm a prude. Furries forever.
Fucking prude, yeah.
Do we have to do a video now where we try it? We still got to do the LARPing video, and then we'll have to try. Preaching Ghost, try being a furry for a day. Let's vlog it.
I'd LARP as a furry.
I'm LARPing because I'm a druid.
That's it, mate.
Show me your best growl. I don't want to turn you on too much by now.
I didn't want to like.
I'm going to give you a right cum shot right now. Let me cover my face from the incoming bukkake.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I tell you what I'd be. A dragon. You turned on. Are you hot? I'd be a dragon. I wonder if that's not allowed. I wonder if this rules.
Can't fuck a dragon as a dog.
A dog fucking a dragon. What's
Well,
that?
a donkey fucked a dragon in Shrek. Let's not ignore that. Just saying.
That's subliminal messaging. Alright then. Okay. Let's get back into it. Because she was a girl and she had told me these likes and dislikes, I thought to myself, maybe if I always have my dog pet out, she will always stay near me. Yeah? He thinks his dog is a poon magnet.
With a presenting hand like this, mate.
I need a cigar or something. I need to be that guy from Kill Bill.
If I had my dog with me.
He thinks his little doggy's a poon magnet. And it's exactly what I did, boys and girls. What I would always do during my game time was whip out my puppy, whisper Lani to come hang out and let her sniff.
It's going to say dog's ass. Is it going to say dog's ass? Is it going to say dog's ass?
I would let her sniff, pet, and play around with my dog while I AFK'd doing homework.
It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? That's not normal. Nope.
Why is she sniffing the dog?
Why don't she get her own fucking pet and do it? This bitch.
It was fun for a while, but sometimes things would get out of hand and appear a little suspicious when she would start to slash lay under my dog.
And type moan. / moan. Wow. Wait, and slash pause for effect. / moan. Boom!
I tell you what, we live in a weird world, don't we? Some weird shit going on, isn't there? There's people sticking shit down the Japs' eyes. There's all kinds of shit going on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just sat here doing it missionary style like a fucking peasant, and all these guys are getting their jollies off all over the place, doing all sorts of weird shit. Where do you even meet? There must be some... God, there's got to be some weird websites. I mean, I've been down some rabbit holes sometimes, but
So
fuck
fine.
me. There's got to be some fucking weird websites going on, isn't there? You know what I mean? There's
Some good one. Cake farts, mate.
Always come back to the cake.
Always comes back to the cake farts.
It was usually around this time. I would say things like, I have to go, and then log off instantaneously.
And then go and guff on a cheesecake.
Oh, God, go, because I'm going to go fart on a cake.
In my life.
You're too weird.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh. Show that fudge cake who's boss.
Who's getting off on it? There are people getting off on it.
There is.
I don't get it. The trash stuff's really weird. Do you know what I mean? Sticking trash up your fanny. What's going on there, man?
Yeah, well, it's for everyone, you know. Don't mock it till you've tried it. Come back to me when you've put a big biro down your japs. Yeah? You might like
At what
it.
point are you like, you know what, I'm going for it?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. That's all it's going to be in the head, right? You got to be having this thought, and it's got to be playing on your mind, and you're like looking at this pen, and you're like...
That's going right down
And you've
my
probably
dick
been on the
hole.
internet, and you've probably seen someone else putting like a fucking bat down it or something, and you're like... And then you just must think, fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. That is the only thought that must go through your head at that point. Fuck it, I'm doing
No,
it.
you see like people like stuff down like a gerbil down the jab side, and you sat there in the office, and you just got a fucking big biro in your
yeah, and you've got to be considering it for ages, right? You must be.
You know
You must
what?
be like, I can do it. It's
can-
not that big.
yeah, I can
and you're
do-
like convincing yourself?
I can dock a bit of stationery.
Yeah. I mean, I could go with the nib first to see where we
probably
go.
with like a blunt paper clip, work up a little bit, mate, you know? Maybe the inner part of a bic, yeah? Then to a bic, then to
The
a
thing is,
Sharpie.
all of us know when we're trying to convince ourselves to...
Before you know it, mate, you're on board markers, yeah? Where does it go from there? Monster cans?
We've all been there where we're trying to convince ourselves to do something we know is really stupid. Even if you know it's going to be safe, like bungee jumping, right? You're like, before you do it for the first time, you're like, yeah, you know what, fucking go for it.
man.
And then you have that point in your head where you're like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Fuck it. Anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks, the plan around using the Game Time laptop would go a bit like this. First, my two little sisters would use their female Tauren priest, top shelf, alongside my dad's supervision. Seeing as he didn't want them to see or stumble onto any creepy men. I don't think that's the biggest problem going on in this story. No, I think you
That's not even close to the elephant in the room.
Then my slightly older brother would play it on an alt blood elf rogue, and then my little brother would make a new character, level it to around 3, and then get kicked from the laptop by me, since he was so shit that it would take him the designated 1 hour of game time to hit level 3. Oh, that poor little bastard.
Ha! Suck it.
Oh, I can't wait till my son starts gaming. You know what he tried to play the other day? Super Meat Boy. Fail. Embarrassment he was.
Do you know what? I can't wait that you've got to endure that. I never will have to. That point in time where there's the crossing over where your son beats you at computer games.
I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking to have a good competition with the
when
boys.
You say that,
yeah, I'm alright.
In the household thing, it'd be a pride thing, but the second that I hear about that, mate, that's it for the rest
It's
of your
not
life.
fun, man.
You're going to die with my eulogy being, Mike got beat by his sons on a computer game because he's always been shit. And it finally took the next generation to prove it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I've played a lot of games with kids because of The Office, right? They come in here and they're like, oh, and they just want to play stuff. And it's well shit. Because they suck. Kids fucking suck.
Here lies a fraud.
You have to, I had to intentionally, let me tell you the worst thing ever. There's a kid who comes here, who's about 5, he comes with his mum, because he's mates with Emma. Oh, she's mates with Emma. And we played Injustice fighting game, yeah? But he was so...
As if I don't know what Injustice
Yeah, so he was so fucking bad that I actually literally not pressed buttons, and it still took him ages to beat me. It was over a year ago. He still fucking remembers it to this day, and he comes over, he's like, do you remember when I beat you at that game? Do you remember when I beat you? Can we play that game? Do you remember when I beat you? I swear to God.
Mate, you should have grabbed him by his throat and said, do you want to go again, you little fucker?
Well, hilariously, his mum got on the pad and battered him at it over and over again, and she was so happy.
Is it the one I know?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
She battered him at it. It was fucking well funny. Anyway, so it took him an hour to get to level 3. One of my little brothers, August, would always stand behind me looking at me playing around with my little Worgen hunter, and he would always be amazed at the dog man my Worgen was. Aww. Carrying by my side my doggy pet and my dog girlfriend Lani. August would always ask for me to lend him my hunter, and I always told him I would give it to him if he ever were to find my server, seeing as they played on a Latin server. And I was on the ERP US server.
Is Latin a real server? It's a fucking dead language.
Oh, it's Spanish.
Latin.
You would know them as Latinas in your world.
Yes, I would.
Yes, you would. That would make a lot more sense. I knew he would never be able to find my server. One day I logged into WoW to do my daily routine of doing 1 heroic, 1 BG, and catching a new pet just to abandon it the next day. I remember it clearly. I was in the middle of taming a warg in AV. That way I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Efficiency, mate. Yeah? Efficiency.
Dirty Spanish holes, mate.
When mail arrived in my mailbox. In-game mail. The name read Lani. Which worried me, as one of our rules for RPing was that we would only send each other mail when it was an emergency. I quickly left the battleground and Hearthstone to Vashir, which I loved and was where I would go to log out. I must log out in Vashir. It's tremendous. The vistas in Vashir, I swear to God.
Breathtaking.
They're spectacular. I must log out there. I will set my Hearthstone there immediately. You must come. You must visit. You must. I opened the letter and it read, Dear Arthur, I'm sending this message through the mailbox because I am too shy to whisper you this. But I need to see you and your dog. I'm lonely and I need company during this winter. Lani.
That's a fucking dude.
You reckon?
Mate, that is a 45 stone taxi driver from London.
Called Bert.
He's called Daryl.
Daryl.
I like Baz.
Baz.
Give us a minute, boys. Got to send this fucking email
on his phone.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sending you this message because I want to fuck your dog. See you in a bit, Lani.
I had no words. I was speechless. I quickly whispered her, Lol, what?
You need to get more hand in there, mate.
Lol, what? And she replied with, I am coming to Vashir. I hope you have your doggy out. Winky face.
So I can fool around with it.
I was trying not to make it too weird.
Stop being
Are we too far
What you're
past
doing
that?
right there is censoring.
It's just, I just don't want to, I don't want to say the words. The line is, I hope you have your dog out so I can fool around with it. Winky face. And I don't want to say that because it makes me feel dirty inside. I thought to myself, fuck this noise, and then proceeded to log the fuck off. You see, Preacher, the problem that caught up to me was that earlier that day I didn't let my little brother play, and it was because of this that my father grounded me and kicked me off the gaming laptop so that August could play with it for the rest of the night. Owned. Yeah, didn't let his fucking little brother play. Yeah. Bastard. I remember it. In fact, I had to throw something of Max's in the bin today. His little plastic sword.
Why?
He hit James with it.
Ooh.
He'd been forewarned many a time, and it was only like that, but he welded it intentionally.
He
welded it. He went like that. He was looking at Fraser like.
Fuck it, this is happening.
Yeah, because it's a dress-up day at school, so he's got a little Roman outfit, and he got the sword and the shield and held it like a trooper. I taught him how to hold it, to be fair. But he was like, for ages. And I told him for like 2 days, don't hit anybody with the sword, or you'll lose it. And he just was like, and he went.
Do you know what? I saw that picture, and you know what would have been so much fucking better? Just hear me out, right? So he stood there in his nappy with a sword and shield and that helmet. You should have fucking painted a six pack on him. Right? Got one of them as red dresses, tied it round his neck like as a fucking Spartan, mate. You messed up there.
Oh, well,
I
had to disarm him. He had to be disarmed. I remember it clearly. I was in my room doing my grammar homework when my door slammed the fuck open, and there they were. Augurs in tears, oh god. And my dad with the laptop in hand. I need to talk to you. How do you tackle it as a dad? How do you tackle this situation as a dad?
How do you even open up the conversation? Now, we're going to have a conversation. And
the brother's like a ghost.
Sat rocking with his hands around his knees.
We need to talk. He had the laptop in hand with my Worgen on the screen and Lani fucking my dog pet while typing things like you have to say. I can't, man. It's too much.
And typing things like, give it to me, doggy. Now, here's the thing, though. Can I just interject for a second? Now,
I'm changing us from the WoW thing and moving us
Okay.
to gaming talk shows.
okay, that's fair enough. Here's the thing, right? Just listen, right? The way that that's put, no, just listen to me.
Okay.
The way that that's written, let's just say for a second, for the sake of argument and like complete unrealistic terms, this is a chick. Now, she said, "Give it to me, doggy." Now, are you to assume that she's fucking animal, or she just wants it from behind? There's no comma.
You know what she said.
Give it to me.
All right. What else did she
Doggy.
say?
All right. And you know you want to get with this. What? You can't talk like a 17-year-old American high school girl after you
I
just told
think
the
you
dog
can
to
if you're
fuck you.
faux RPing dog loving. Anyway, apparently little August had found the server after asking my dad if he could find him an English server to learn the language, and my dad just saying, use your brother's character. That's circumvention though, NSA style, yeah? Fucking Snowden like a motherfucker. He just went, there's a character on there, she's like... Dad's just not giving a shit. Dad's just not giving a shit. Yeah, whatever. To sum things up, ladies and gentlemen, the gaming laptop was given away to my grandpa.
Can I read that part? Can I read that part?
That's fucking gold! Oh my god!
Yeah, let me do it.
You read the last paragraph.
Yeah.
I'm done, man. I'm fucking done.
Okay, to sum things up, the gaming laptop was given to my fucking grandpa, which I know he still uses for ebony porn.
Granddad's like, fuck yeah.
Granddad's watching them fucking big booties quake. You know it.
Every PC is a fat machine.
Which he's caught watching it several times.
He keeps getting caught. He's deaf though, right? He's a granddaddy.
He's just watching boom, boom,
He's
boom.
well into that ebony
Bubble
porn,
butts,
man.
mate.
Bubble butts.
Oh, I was prohibited from playing WoW for 1 year and my little brother calling me Dog Boy.
For a couple of months after the incident. The moral of this story, apparently, is account sharing will make your little brother witness bestiality.
In fairness, you can't really say that's not the moral of the story. You can't. 1 out of 1 stories told have ended up with little brothers, account sharing and witnessing bestiality.
To be fair, this isn't the second time this is the second time we've had this on the channel.
Exactly.
So we've
It's
been down
2
this
for
road.
2.
We've been down this road before. Goodbye, preacher. Thank you for taking the time to read this story, even if it wasn't on Drama Time. Oh, it made it. Oh, Slim Pickens wasn't in it. I don't know who Slim Pickens was supposed to be.
Probably like the dad.
Yeah, maybe.
Slim Pickens, you were the dad, mate.
Right, Slim Pickens. Don't worry, man. I'm going to note your name down here. I'll put you 100% in the next drama story. Sorry, Slim Pickens. It's just the way it works sometimes.
Oh,
It
well,
happens rarely. It happens rarely, but sometimes
we've got to
it
give
just happens.
characters for everyone, and sometimes it is literally just Slim Pickens.
Remember, It's not really us who sorts that out. So, apologies, Slim Pickens, we will sort it out. Well, we're giving it a clap. We're giving it a clap. I don't think we should do another one because I don't think we could top that one. I don't think we could top that at all. That was pretty dark, dude.
I liked it though.
That was pretty freaky. Oh my god, look at all these fucking transmogs.
Do you know what I fucking need? I need to spend some time on a goddamn RP server. I really do.
You
I
troll
want
them.
to...
Look at this.
Yeah, I troll them. I go on there one night with a fucking load of nude people and just party and fuck up people's RP.
Yeah, don't do
Indirect.
that.
No, indirectly.
Indirectly. You bring a stream full of people with you.
Fuck you. If they can't have fun, we're RPing as fucking a pisshead party bunch, yeah. If you can't, if you can't stand that for like 20 minutes, go fuck yourself. If there's it's the big event going on in the cathedral, I'm not going to walk into it, but I'm going to go into fucking Goldshire and dance on tables, RPing as a fucking hooker with like 40 other people. Best thing that's ever happened to that
Try and
server.
do proper RP. I did a video. I went RPing and did a video. People will remember this. But all I found was people who were really enjoying themselves. And I refused to make the video or release it because I think people would just take the piss. And those RP guys are way more funny. Way more fun. Than most of the people. I haven't read this, but it's called RP Guilds are fun and not emotionally damaging. Do you want to risk it for a biscuit?
I'm fucking down. Down Master
right.
Brown.
I don't know if this is any good, but we'll have a giggle. Because we actually have work to do after this. Hey.
Do we?
Well, we've got to do the Suicide Squad review.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we had we'll talk about it after, but we had an amazing night on Thursday because we saw the great Bill Burr
Fucking insane.
live, and then went straight out of the theatre to go and watch the Suicide Squad midnight release. Okay, so we need an arsehole and a guild name, so we'll keep Slim Pickens in. We need one name and one guild name, so come up with guild names as well.
Come up with guild names. So you want one name?
I need one person's name and a guild name. So guys, come up with guild names.
One person's name. What about Ali Joe?
Alright.
Let's go with Ali Joe.
And a guild name.
Are we letting them pick a guild name, or do you want me to give you one? The Furries, mate.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is the light wobbling? That's weird.
People are walking on the floor.
Oh, it's just getting windy.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, hi everyone of PG from Team Florida. Ooh, hopefully we should be in Florida at some point next year again. I'm writing this today to tell you the tale of a great guild and a shitty person. They set off a domino effect leading to the fall of the guild, which I loved with all my heart, and unfortunately led a lot more people to believe that they were someone else. Interesting. Now, I haven't read this. Usually we don't do this. Their name was Slim Pickens. Oh, sorry, Slim. It's sometime in mid-2015, I had just escaped a toxic guild leader who tried to guilt-trip me into staying, which I'm happy to report that their guild is dead now. Aww. Even though I didn't do anything in the guild to start with. I guess bards were hard to find. Ooh, what game is it? Bards? Interesting.
Loads of games got bards.
Anyways, one of my alts got into an adventuring guild by the name of the Furries. After I talked to my old friend Slim Pickens, I had followed Slim Pickens through many, many guilds before. We had a tight bond of friendship and felt comfortable in an environment where we'd be in contact. And the Furries was perfect for that. So he went with his mate, yeah? Went with his mate. Everything was fine for a while. We went and played some WoW. My characters made a lot of friends that I still talk to today and was very, very happy where she was. Oh, it's from a lady. Oh. Okay. We got ourselves a girl.
Confirmed, boys.
A lot of people even helped me with the lore, from writing Death Knights convincingly, it's an RP guy, rip my DKs, to basic Night Elven culture. The latter I've actually used correctly. The Furries was perfect for me. Both myself and my character fit in, like we were meant for this guild forever and always. Aww. Over the course of a few days, Slim Pickens and I discussed an event. It was mostly consisting of them bringing their ideas to me and just smiling and nodding. Great. While not knowing what the fuck any of it meant. I would reply with generic phrases like, sounds good, smiley face, awesome, XD, and that sounds rad. I think we should go.
Yeah, my dick's off the table when you said rad.
Radical was spat out on my end. I'm pretty glad they didn't notice. Honestly though, I actually was excited for the event. I wanted to play through something that a friend could make for me. What a girl. I don't know what's going on, but all these people doing things for me, I'm in.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it, yo. Cowabunga.
Neo.
Ace. That sounds ace. For us in the furries, how cool is this going to be? Oh, how cool it was. By that I meant it wasn't. Oh, just be sarcastic. Not.
Bants, mate.
Bit of bants. I ended up having to DM them for, even though at the point I had never played. What? Oh my god, okay, I thought it meant direct message. I ended up having to DM in terms of Dungeon Master for them, even though at that point I had never played D&D or hosted an event in my life. I am not familiar with these die. Are these 4.2 counterweights? I think not.
Take them away.
Take them away. You rolled a 0. It's not even got a 0. A 0, Billy. I am not too proud to admit it, but I had a breakdown that night. Oh. It ended up with me crying quietly and logging off to go to bed. It's not our fucking fault, right? I mean, it sounded funny. I don't feel guilty.
Mate, I do feel guilty. All these people watch this like, when the fucking starts.
Cool, right? No. After that, life continued as normal for the furries. We still had our GM and officer hosted events, which I definitely attended and enjoyed quite a bit more. My character's development was soaring as I was writing and brainstorming things outside of the game's restrictions, like her storyline events and stuff. Guess what I never hosted? Those. I never hosted those, and Legion's coming, so it's too late for them in the character timeline. A for effort me. I don't understand that line. From an RP perspective. Hold on. RPers, I know you're here. My character's development was soaring as I was writing and brainstorming things outside of the game's restrictions, like her character's storyline events and stuff. But guess what? I never hosted those. I never hosted them. And Legion's coming, so it's too late. So does this mean that she wrote events for her character to go through in the RP storyline, but Legion's too close that there is no time for her to have her events to lead to her character? They have just left her there. RP-less.
Yeah, but she doesn't sound like she's fun, so...
I don't know, man. Imagine in the RP world, if you don't get to live out your events. Yes, right, the RPers are backing me up. That's what it means.
What does it mean?
She's written events that happen to her character that should develop her character, but nobody wants to do them with her, and she's run out of time now because WOD's coming to an end. Wop, 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 wop. All good things come to an end. I don't know what happened in officer chat. If I was told, I certainly don't remember. But Slim Pickens was leaving. I was and still am confused. They logged onto one of their alts and sent a tiny URL link of a basic "I'm sorry for being a load of shit" letter. Not the actual title of the letter, before leaving on that alt as well. Slim Pickens just abandoned shit, man, while leaving a letter. It was around this time I realised that the officers were very, very manipulative. Oh, no, not the officers, Slim Pickens. I removed Slim Pickens from the battle tag and blocked them on all characters, determined to keep myself away from any abusers.
Slim Pickens is trying to put one down the dirt box, isn't he?
After the Pickens left, a lot of good people started leaving as well. I was disheartened at the decline of members, but we kept pushing. We kept going. We were more than a guild at this point. We were a family. Aww. We were a family of like-minded and beautiful and amazing individuals. Who won't let you do your character events. This is the best guild ever that won't let me live out my character.
Shut up!
All except one member, though. And their name was Ali Joe. You see now, Ali Joe was a bit of a cunt. Ali Joe would complain about being censored when what they were talking about was unexpectedly dark and gross. Can we just talk about cock disease for 2 minutes? So
I'm just saying it's an obscure type feeling, but I don't think the taste of smegma is bad.
The whole guild's having this chat about RP events, and Ali Joe just rocks in like that. Yo, you guys seen cakefarts.com?
I have just literally taken a dump on a millionaire's cheesecake.
You gotta check this PG drama time. It's about this girl fucking dogs. It's awesome.
Oh my god.
Ali Joe, back it up, son. We just wanted to avoid a fight, that's all. I wonder why Ali Joe couldn't see that to this day. One day, Ali Joe left. One day, Ali Joe uploaded a video. And one day, the guild had a Skype call. We spoke for a while. We watched the video. Our GM was crying. What did you do, Joe? What did you fuck? I need to read ahead a little bit. They couldn't believe that someone would say that about us. A few others had acute ears. They immediately realised it was Ali Joe. With a voice modifier. Oh, he did it like fucking Anonymous. It's fucking RP like a motherfucker, Ali Joe. He don't give a shit. The call immediately realised what was coming. Our guild was to be disbanded. What did he say?
Does it say what he said?
I hope so. Can you read ahead and make sure? And that was where I cried. I muted myself and cried through the GM's speech. Many others did the same. The guild we had dedicated so much of our lives to, this guild, this family, was about to die. No? Preach, chat. That was the hardest Skype call I've ever had in my entire life. I've had to console people through times. I've had to tell people about abuse. I've had to tell people about so many fucked up things that have happened. But this was like someone had taken all of my problems by the handle and twisted the blade, pulling it out and leaving me to bleed afterwards. It was the death of the furries. I hope you enjoyed my story. What did he say? What? Are you joking? You left that out of the story? This is why we shouldn't do this. Every time we get hurt. Every single time.
Mate, I just wish that I had more hands so I can give that story 4 thumbs down.
You can't send a story and leave out the bit that caused the drama. It's called drama time, not drama happened, but I'm keeping that a secret.
We should make something up for what he did say on Skype.
What did Ali Joe say?
I know. I'm going to go back to the smegma theme.
I'm putting the spotlight on you, my friend.
And I just think that, you know...
I'm going back to the smegma theme. It wasn't a theme.
Yeah, there was. Smegma was mentioned earlier. I'm going to roll with it. And basically, I think in this Skype call, it's been confirmed now. I'm going from the law perspective that he does have a voice
this
modifier.
is canon.
This is canon. He's got a voice modifier. Now, I'm not thinking like we're going to go down the direction of Anonymous because it's the furries. I think the guy sat there dressed like perhaps maybe like a suave Mr. Wolf. Yeah, top hat, maybe a monocle.
And collar.
And he's got maybe a bit of a deep, gruff sort of voice modulator. And he said to these people, now we're falling apart as a guild, the RP's not there, we're approaching another expansion, I'm going to do something drastic. So what I've done is I've chiseled off the smegma and I've sent it to each of your houses for no reason at all. And that's basically testing his guild's loyalty. Whoever's in guild after that package is received...
Twist. Let me twist it for you.
Hit me. Go on.
I brought up a serious conversation in guild chat that I do not mind the smell of smegma, and you muted me for the last time. In order to prove my point, I have chiseled off my smegma and sent it to each of your houses, and I await your conclusions.
Exactly.
I sit here waiting. Please come back to me.
Maybe. Let's take this into the future division. Now, this is set in the future now when people are still playing WoW in 100 years' time, and what he's done is this guy, is it Ali Joe?
Yep.
Now, he's still a furry, he's still a wolf in the monocle, but he's an actually noted microbiology scientist, and he said, look, I've sent 4 vials to each one of your houses. You're my officer, you're my inner circles, 4 vials. Now, this is a test of not only trust, but it's also a test of loyalty. Now, 3 of these vials cure all diseases. One of them is my smegma. Yeah?
I need to put some context to the guy who is making these rational statements.
This is... Here he is. This
Here's
is Ali Joe.
This is Ali Joe.
He's sat there on Skype. You know, he's got a scary wolf voice on. Maybe a top hat with it, you know. Where is it? That's not a tail. That's his tallywhacker. And, you know, I'm just saying. You don't give us an end to your story, we're going to make one up.
Taste my smegma.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
The moral of the story is don't mock it till you've tried it. Sniff. Sniff. My smegma. Kiss my face.
There's your drama story. That's what happened. Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much canon at this point, right?
Well, to be honest, this is... You know, we've gone from the lore of the story. This is canon. This is canon. Change the colour of the font.
I can't.
You can.
Can I? Oh, there we go.
What a dick.
There we go.
Sniff my smegma.
There we go. There we go. We sussed it. Yay! So there's your drama story. That's what went down.
Yeah. Exactly that as well.
Thanks,
you know?
Ali Joe. Appreciate it. Ali Joe says she's a girl. The smegma says otherwise. Girls have smegma
Girls
too.
have smegma,
But they try and be
just
posh
saying.
and call it discharge. We know what it is.
That's 2 different things.
This combination going. A gloop. A gloop. Anyway, thank you. There you go. We should have a rule that we don't do those stories
I
on the show.
am not a fan of a dirty vagina.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
You brought this on yourself.
I can imagine you going down. You're kissing the stomach. You're working your way, and then you go down, and she's like, and then you go right back up again.
Just look at her in the face. She's got that face, you know, that confused face where she's like, and you're like, nope. Yeah, that's what I mean though, that's right. When
You try to play
listen,
cool, but you're like,
when you go down with a chick, listen, in fairness, you know, in the younger days of the dating circle, when you go down on a chick, just make sure that in your jeans pocket you've got one of those dental flashlights. Yeah?
oh, it's like a mighty one.
No, a dental one that's like a pen, you know, you prop the legs over your shoulders, click, click, let's have a quick gander. Yep, that's safe, we'll have a bit of that.
Right. Anyway.
Just saying, man.
I'm just saying. Anyway, we're gonna peace out in a second. You got any questions for us? You can. We will say Bill Burr was tremendous.
He was.
We had the funniest moment ever when he was telling a horrendous joke about the Americans and being unable to walk because of weight and such.
Oh my god.
I could never do what Bill Burr does without that level of experience, because while he was telling this joke, which this entire bit was about Americans and being like, you know, being unable to walk and all that kind of stuff, while he's telling this joke, a person in a wheelchair was coming down the aisle to the front row where because obviously they were in a wheelchair, so they had the front row seats, so slowly while he was going through this entire bit, and then went past him, and as soon as they'd finished, I couldn't see if it was a girl or a guy, but the entire audience could see this happening while it was happening, and then as soon as they got past it, he went, well, that was fucking awkward, wasn't it?
Talking about fat people in
amazing. It was so fucking funny. It was amazing, but he said, I'm going to have a beer with them later, but Jesus Christ, that was 25 years experience not stopping that bit while that was going on, and he's like, she's not even in top gear. I think it was a woman. It's like, she's not even in top gear. It's like the slowest wheelchair ever going past. And then there was somebody else who's in a wheelchair on the others, because it was like they came down the middle and went to the right. So Bill's left, and then somebody on Bill's right was also in a wheelchair. And he walks up in the middle of it and he went, is it wrong that I instantly thought that both of you knew each other? It was fucking unbelievable. It was so fucking good. Yeah, it was great. 2 hours he did. But he was doing loads of bits that he didn't have an end for, which was really interesting, because he's obviously building towards his special at the end of the tour. So he was doing all these bits, and then he just went, I don't know how to finish this bit.
That part with the gorilla, that was a fucking... Do you know the thing is? The first part of it, you know, with the cat, that's a true story.
Oh, is it?
That's the true story. It's the fact that they're teaching this gorilla sign language, and its positive reinforcement is it had a baby kitten, and the kitten got run over. And like he was saying, it's quote for quote from the video. It's on YouTube. It's like they had to tell the gorilla the cat was dead, and it's like, how are you feeling? And the gorilla's like signing for sad, crying, upset, you know, and that was, and then obviously he took it to his personal touch on the end of that.
Crazy.
But yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah, it was a really fun night, and then we took straight off to the Suicide Squad. We're actually going to do our Suicide Squad SoundCloud after. I'll link it for you guys when it's done. But in quick summary, we were bored. Well, I just found it boring. That was all. I'm so disappointed.
I can't really. I'll open a fucking can of worms if I speak about it.
Yeah, I mean, we actually had the interesting thing because I never know. You have to be careful if you dislike a film or something like that. You have to be careful because the other person might really like it. It might not just have been to your taste, right? So when we come out, we always kind of look at each other and we're trying to weigh up like how was the other person feeling, because you can't just go off on one like some fucking monkey. So but you looked at me and you looked at me and you're like, you know, it was alright, but it wasn't that good. But we took two other people who were in a different cinema. We were in the IMAX one and they were in a peasant screening. But they were like cosplayed and stuff. They were and they're
a lot younger than us. They're of that like sort of age where they can be led on by hype, and because they love the characters, they come out and say, "Fucking amazing film." Yeah,
so we actually said to each other the way out, was like, let's not say too much because they'll probably love it, and we were going to drop them off first and then continue to drop me off. And it was 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, so we were like, let's just, you know, if they loved it, that's great, absolutely no problem there. And they came out and they were the same.
Yeah.
And that was really sad for them as well. They were like, yeah, I just wasn't into it.
But like, I mean, it's like a comic fan though. It's like, if you're a comic fan and you're trying to speak to people about something like that you don't like or that you like immediately, it's like, oh, it's because you're a fucking comic fan. You don't think that the character's right. No, you look at it as a film. Yeah, you look at it as a film. Like, I mean, I'm massively. I love DC more than I love Marvel, a lot more. But the cinematic universe, Marvel have fucking crushed it in this current state.
But they've had 9 years, haven't they?
So. That's what I mean, though. In 9 years,
DC's trying to get there in one.
In 9 years, though, there's not been a film where you've hated it that much. I mean, they've not been like Iron Man 2, for example.
I didn't hate it as much as Batman vs Superman.
Exactly.
I hated Batman
vs Superman. But like straight
away,
the DC universe now, it's like, what are you doing? You've got this supreme amount of budget and you fucked it. You fucked it.
Okay, that is going to be us done for tonight because we're going to do the whole Suicide Squad thing. Yeah, I was just bored, that was all. That was a little thing. Yeah, I mean, some people really liked it, so we'll do our SoundCloud, but I suggest if you loved it, you probably don't listen to it because we didn't. So there you go. And it will be like full spoiler alert. We're going to do the... Are you streaming after you do it?
I'll be back home later. If the stream's stable, it's just going to be literally just a chill out thing because I'm leveling a warlock, so we'll chill out and do that for a bit.
Okay.
I'm not doing no events or anything because I don't know if my fucking computer will be alright with it. So yeah, we'll if I can kick it up, get it stable, we'll just chill out for a bit.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that'll
be about an hour.
We're going to do a little recording on the Suicide Squad where we can share our thoughts in a spoiler world. So obviously it's entirely up to you guys to do. We don't want to do it here because people drop into the stream and it's like, thank you for spoiling that movie, and it's only just come out. So we're going to do that, and I'll stick it on SoundCloud probably in the morning, something like that. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a really fun night, actually. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, guys. Remember, next week is what have we got coming up? We've got a few things. So we've got Demon Hunter release on August 10th.
Just really quickly, I'm not going to stream the Hearthstone release. With it being an adventure, you only get 1 wing per week.
Okay.
So it'll be done in like an hour.
All right, cool. So we'll be doing a double stream. Hopefully we can get that set up of the Demon Hunter release. On August 10th midnight. Is it August 9th midnight or August 10th midnight?
August 9th at midnight.
It's August 9th
I assume so. Someone can correct me. I think it may be at 11 PM because of how the servers work.
Yeah, okay.
So,
well, we'll confirm that. Well, when the Demon Hunter comes out, we'll be doing a double stream. Just chilling out for a couple of hours. I don't expect... you might go all night, but I don't expect I will.
I've got to go work in the morning, mate.
Well, soon you'll be working here, and then you can say I'm already at work. I have stream week starting the 15th, which means next week, guys, I am legacy focused to get the legacy out. We have 2 that are in semi-completion right now, so I'm gonna try and finish them both, but certainly 1. And then we'll have Metal Gear on stream week on the 15th, so don't expect a lot of WoW videos next week, because I'll be doing the legacy. That'll be coming out on Patreon, so watch out on the Patreons for that. And then we have...
It might be after the maintenance. Servers will be down till 3 AM, so yeah, you'll have to do that on your own, mate, I'm afraid.
Well, I might not do that,
unfortunately. Well, we could do it together as a fucking team. Like, I can't, because you'll be doing it during the day, won't you?
Yeah,
fuck it.
We'll see. We'll
sort something out.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. I mean, what we're going to see, we've done the I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not exactly super excited. I just thought it'd be cool to chill out with everybody who's
just
leveling.
to check, I think No Man's Sky's out as well next week. I know that you're not playing that. I'm gonna get that. Definitely gonna get that.
All right. So there's gonna be some stuff coming then. But
There's shit coming anyway.
all right. Cool. Loads of stuff coming. See you later on, ladies and gents. Thank you for chilling out. Let me answer some questions very quickly. As a major, you worried that you have to grind all 3 artifacts? Yes, I did that in a video today, but got lambasted because everyone believes artifact power is really easy to get. It is not. It is not.
Oh, sorry. I'm not going to stream tonight, no, because it's going to be too late for me to get back. We'll do it tomorrow. Stream tomorrow.
Okay. But we'll probably be going fire first. Anything? When is the new tank vid? It will be some point next week. I'm going to finish it on Monday. Yes, I removed the video. No, the video won't be coming back up. I will leave anything negative until after Legion launches, purely because I never ever want to dislike my audience, and reading those comments made me physically angry, unfortunately. So we'll wait until, because people are super hype about Legion. It's nothing more than that. I'm not taking it personally. I want that to be clear. I'm not taking it personally, but people are super hyped for Legion. That anything that's a critical right now is like crushing people's souls. I'm not into it. I don't want to feel that way. Okay. The leveling vid will also be early next week. Early. These are the things that we're doing for like 4 videos. What are you suggesting if you can't find guilds in your server on the forums but hate trade chat guilds? Use things like WoW Progress or look for, or move servers. It's important. It's important. Yeah, overhyped. I thought the video was good as well, but frankly, I really hate it when things happen when I'm like, you're fucking me off because of silly comments, and I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. All right. Is that it? What email for the transport competition? Can we link the rules mods? Can you link? Did we make a page? But yeah, it's all you need to do.
There's a link to it on the Stark forums. One of the guys will put it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Delore with like a fucking rocket. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll see you again. No, forget about the video. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The basic gist of it was my personal fears, like DPS being completely random, like some ridiculous items in there. I saw comments like 10% increased damage from auto attacks isn't that big of a deal.
Wow. Beautiful.
Yeah. I know. But I'll do something with Shadow Priest again, because Shadow Priest was fun. It was great. We'll do that again. Okay, I'll see you again. Bye-bye, guys.